Hello, Cancer. How y'all doing? It is time for your December 2022 bonus reading. So what I'm doing when I do bonus readings is looking for details that I missed or just totally left out of the main monthly reading. If you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description of this video and please read it carefully. Be mindful of scammers pretending to be me and other tarot card readers on social media. Please read the description of the video. That is the only way that you can schedule a personal reading with me. Don't get scammed, okay? All right. Let's hop into this. We're going to do another quick past, present, future. Just see if we can get some missed details in there. What other details can we tell Cancer Universe? Oh, this one yelled at me. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody might be wanting to work on this, honestly. Some of you could be dealing with someone at the workplace, but that feels to me like somebody wanting to work this out. Oh, the Five of Wands, though. Uh-oh. Looks like some drama in this situation here. Okay, so in the past, I feel like you had high hopes. You connected with somebody and you had really high hopes and a very positive outlook. There was still some tension between the two of you, but I think you overlooked all of the bad things and chose to focus on the positive things. And you had pretty high hopes. I do see you were proceeding with caution. You were planning your steps. You were being as intelligent about this as you possibly could, trying to be as positive about the situation and about this person as you possibly could. Ooh, up into the present moment, though, I don't know what it was that went down between the two of you, but there is definitely still a grudge being held. Big time. I'm not going to lie, first glance, this does feel like your energy. Okay? But that's up to you. If you are honestly able to go inside and say, I'm not holding no grudge, then don't worry about it. It's them then. But I think the majority of the Cancers who resonate with this reading, I feel like this is your energy. Still grudging. You're playing it off pretty well, though, and I think a lot of people probably don't know. Maybe those closest to you may know about this, but I think most people don't even really know that you're harboring any feelings about this person. Does look like communication. Communication either very recently came in or somebody's about to communicate here. Kind of what I'm feeling like. And it kind of looks like, and this right here makes perfect sense now, because communication coming through, and this person's more than likely playing the same games they were playing in the past. Let's see what's happening in the future. Okay. Now, I don't see you connecting with this person. Like I said, I feel like it's going to pop off into a fight between the two of you, and you're more than likely going to end up abandoning this situation altogether. Could be a Libra for some of you. And you're keeping your options open. I feel like you're making the decision to keep your options open because this person just plays too many games. They play too many games. They will not get on the same page with you and do the actual work that it would take to make this happen. Let's see if we can get their intentions. What's this person's true intentions? How do they really feel about you? What do they want with you? Let's see. What are their true intentions? What are their true feelings? Nine of Pentacles. So this person's very independent. So then what do they want with you? Okay, hang on. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Page of Swords in the reverse. So they've been keeping an eye on you. They really have. I kind of feel like deep down at the deepest level, they genuinely do wish that this would have worked out, but only on their terms. I don't think they're actually willing to do what it really takes to actually make this work, but kind of like in their own little delusional fantasy land. In their own little fantasy land, they really genuinely do have feelings for you and wish this would work out. Boy, they got some demons attached to them, though. I'm going to tell you what, they could have problems with addiction, alcoholism for some of you. This person definitely has some demons attached to them. So when you are that infiltrated with negativity, in order to actually come together with somebody and do what it takes to make a relationship grow and thrive, these demons can totally block your awareness of what needs to be done, you know? So, okay. All right, well, let's get the advice on this then. What's the advice? What's the advice? Ooh, 4 of Swords. Take a break from this, man. Some of you might need to take a break from dating altogether after this, honestly. But yeah, don't let this person get you all riled up. Yeah, no, don't do it. Don't let this person trigger you. Okay? Don't let them get you all riled up. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because, I mean, I have a feeling that this is not your first rodeo with this person, you know? Some of you, maybe it was on and off for some of you, but either way, you all know how this person is. You know that if you feed into it and play into it, what's going to end up happening. You know. Come on, man, you know. Same thing every time. And there's that Justice card again. Could definitely be a Libra for some of you. Y'all cardinal signs, I've noticed, do kind of like to stick together a lot. I've noticed that. Cardinal signs, you know, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, you all like to mingle a lot. But anyway, the Capricorn card did come up too, the Devil. I forgot about that. Anyway, though, yeah, I think you need to make a solid decision as far as this goes, because if you keep jumping in and playing this game with this person, it's going to keep looping around and looping around and looping around. And I think making a solid decision to slam the door shut on this for now would be your best bet. Maybe we can have a conversation at some point in the future, you know, but now, right now it just looks like the energy is too thick in the air. It's too tense between the two of you. It's too thick and too tense. Okay, let's look at the next person coming in. Let's take a look at the next person coming into Cancer's life. Let's see. Who's the next person coming in? Let's get some details on them. Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. The next person coming in is a bit of a slow poke. Bit of a slow poke. They do want commitment, though. The next person coming in, yeah, oh yeah, they move slow. Oh man. This is not somebody that's going to want to jump into this and hit the ground running with you, you know? This person, I feel like, could be very business-oriented, very goal-oriented, wants to, you know, might take them a while to open up, honestly. But they do want commitment, and I do think they do have feelings for you right off the jump. They're afraid to make that offer, though. They are. I feel like they're afraid of unrequited love. They're afraid that the minute they open up and start expressing their emotions, then it's going to go all downhill for them, because they're going to end up being the one who falls in love, and they're afraid you're going to ghost them. Maybe that's what's happened to them in the past, you know? Maybe that's what's happened to them in the past. So, yeah, okay. All right. Let's see the outcome on that. Outcome on the next person coming in. Outcome. Uh-oh, the Tower. Are you just going to straight up end it if it's not moving fast enough? Some of y'all might just straight up end this. Person's moving too slow, not showing enough emotion. You might just straight up bounce. Yeah. Ah, see, look, yeah, Death card, Tower card. We're going to have to get some advice on this right here, because it's telling me that the next person coming in is moving so slow that you're probably just not even going to be having that. You're going to end it. Let's get the advice then. What's the advice? What's the advice? Ooh, 9 of Coins. Okay. So be sure that you stay independent. Don't depend on relationships or a person for anything, you know? When we come together with somebody and there's any form of dependence, whether it's financial dependence or emotional dependence or codependence or whatever you want to call it, then that is always a recipe for disaster if that energy is maintained, you know. Just don't have any expectations. But I would open up and voice my concerns if I were you. Voice my feelings, voice my intentions. We got to communicate. Okay? A successful relationship isn't successful because two mind readers come together. It's not the way it works. We got to communicate and we got to talk like adults, okay? Also, too, don't compare a new person to the past. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be willing to accept that the universe could be putting you in a cycle, a new cycle that's unlike anything you've ever done before. You have to be willing to accept that that's possible. But if we're constantly projecting our past into the future, the likelihood that we're going to continue repeating that is very, very high. Very, very high. Let's get some general messages. General messages for my Cancerians. Ooh, the King of Wands. Okay. That doesn't say much yet. Hold up. Ten of Cups reversed. Nine of Cups reversed. Why the love messages always want to try to come through, man? I'm going to steer around it, though. All right, some of you are in the middle of a transition right now. Changing jobs, maybe moving, possibly moving, changing locations. And I'm feeling like the majority of you who are right in the middle of a transition, you may not be having the best time. You know, a little bit nervous, worried about things that could go wrong. But you're putting yourself first. That's what I'm saying. Some of you are getting to a point where you have just been there for everybody. You know, you're always that person that your friends could come to or whatever the case may be. And it just doesn't really seem like that's been reciprocated. So it's getting to the point to where some of you might be getting a little bit bitter about it, honestly. You know, could be getting a little bit bitter and saying, you know what, I'm not helping nobody out no more. You know, I'm always the one to help everybody. Then when I need help, everybody's gone. And how many times you see people post that on Facebook? Come on, man. Because that's why I always say, if you're going to help somebody, do it with no expectation. Every time I say that, it's always a Cancer that has to show up in the comments. Oh, that's not true. Yeah, the fuck it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. When you help somebody with zero expectation, they can't hurt you. No, they can't. No, I don't care what. No, they can't. If you're doing something for somebody with no expectation, just for the hell of it, it doesn't matter what they go do. Say you give them $100 because they're low on the rent or something like that. They could go shove it up their ass. Who cares? You do that because that's just who you are as a person, you know? Anyway, those of you who are actually looking to be promoted, that does look like there is a lot of energy supporting you. Okay? Some of you could be getting promoted. All right, let's get some general advice. Get some general advice. General advice for my Cancerians. Whoa, a whole bunch of them. Okay. All right. Ooh, 3 of Swords, though. Just know that everything in your life is connected. A lot of us like to say, leave work at work and home at home, but it don't really work like that. People that say that are energetically ignorant, you know? And I mean no disrespect by that, because we haven't been taught the true nature of energy and how it behaves. So, you know, that's no disrespect, but that is spoken from a place of energetic ignorance. When people say things like that, everything is connected. Everything. 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 You might be a good faker, you know, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what everybody thinks. It doesn't matter what I think. That's not what the universe responds to. The universe responds to what's actually happening in your heart and mind. That's why healing is so important. because any trauma, heartbreak, PTSD, emotional triggers, you name it, does carry out and affect other areas and aspects of your life. Yes, it sure do. Yes, it do. Yup. Oh, some of y'all got somebody like a very close family member that you need to cut out of your life. Yeah. Could be a feminine family member. Not necessarily a woman, but if you have a family member, it could be a man. Maybe if you have a very feminine man, it's a real close family member, like a father or a brother or a cousin or a nephew or something like that. But because the Empress is in the reverse, okay? So I'm feeling like there's a feminine family member that needs to go. This is one, I don't understand it because I've never really had trouble with this, I haven't seen my family in 7 years, and I don't care if I ever do again, and it's not just me, my whole family is like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've never really struggled with that, but some people out there, they struggle with learning that lesson that, just because we're blood doesn't give you a license to treat me badly, So I'm kind of feeling like some of you know exactly who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. But there's some family member that maybe just temporarily. How about that? Let's not say for good. Let's just say for now. For now, I got some work I got to do. I got goals I got to accomplish. I got stuff that I'm doing. So, sorry. I have too much respect for myself, my vibration, and my journey than to attach to somebody who is so toxic to my frequency and drags me down in vibration, just like a dream sucker, just sucks the soul out of you, just drains the life force energy out of you, Oh, your strength is being tested. Oh, okay. Yep, I feel like a lot of you, and it feels like family to me, but it doesn't have to be like blood family, Maybe some of you don't have any blood family either, but all of your family members are like not blood. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean by that. But I feel like some of you are being put through a test. Okay? I know this probably isn't going to resonate for everybody, and if it doesn't, just chuck it, but it's coming through, so I gotta say it for the people it does resonate with. There's somebody very close to you, family or close enough to be family, and your strength is being tested. You're being tested to see whether or not you're actually strong enough to make the right decision. Yep. Because it's time for you to enter into a new cycle. So you're being confronted with a test. See, you know that I always talk about the mountain. And for those of you who have not watched my video titled Why You Lose People on the Manifestation Journey, I have it all drawn out on a whiteboard, the mountain. Okay? Up the mountain, there are different frequency bandwidths, different vibrations that you move through. Most people stay on one vibration. So you're down here at the bottom of the mountain, that's a vibration. You move up a little bit higher, that's a different frequency, that's a different vibration. So in order to move from this frequency to this frequency, everybody who's on this frequency with you will be pulled away from you. And if you don't separate from them and you attach to them, you will not make it up to the next frequency. If you don't make it up to the next frequency, you will not experience any changes in your life. See what I'm saying? It's kind of like sitting in your car with the radio tuned to 102.3 top country hits, and you don't like most country music. Most of it you can't stand, but there's this one song that you love. Well, you can't cling to that one country song you love and go over to 107.7 classic rock. They don't play country music over there. So you're going to have to give up that song. If you want to go over here and tune into the classic rock station, you're going to have to say goodbye to that song. It's the same thing. Same thing. All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Cancerian friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.